Eve's story made national headlines when she discovered her biological father was her mother's fertility doctor. It was a total shock to her and her mother, Margot, who now joins us via Skype. Margot, thank you so much for being with us. We've been talking with Eve, and it's pretty obvious the emotional trauma this has caused her. How has this experience affected you emotionally? Of course, all those years spent raising Eve, having no idea that her father was actually your fertility doctor.
It just made me absolutely sick at my stomach. It was shocking and heartbreaking. It was just creepy. He had a secret about my family that I didn't even know. There was a time that after Eve was born, she was about a week old, that I took her to see the pediatrician in Nacogdoches, and we're sitting there, and in walks this doctor's wife, and she's got her 4-year-old son, and she's 8 months pregnant with their third child, their daughter. How weird is that? And we're all there, and nobody knows.
And Margot, Adam mentioned earlier that he believes that acts like these should be considered a form of sexual assault. And certainly you did not consent to this person being the biological father of your daughter. So do you agree with Adam? Do you think that this is how we should be talking about this?
Absolutely. Eve describes it as medical rape, and I do believe that. It was without my knowledge or consent. I never agreed to use his sperm. And actually, I defended him in the beginning. Eve had kind of hinted that this might be, and I told her there was just no way he would do something like that. We lived a lie for 13 years.
You know, Margot, before you joined the conversation, we all gave our opinions. What in heaven's name was motivating this doctor to do this? What is your feeling?
I think it was mentioned that maybe it was cheaper, and maybe he thought he was a little bit genetically superior because his father was like in the top percent of Mensa. I think he also maybe had some attraction to certain women. That is a possibility. I do believe he used his own fresh semen because it increased his success rate.
Well, and I'd like to point out with this too, this happened in 1986. So this is also in the middle of the AIDS epidemic. The American Society for Reproductive Medicine had put guidelines in place saying that you could only use frozen sperm because the frozen sperm had to be on a 6-month quarantine. So now we have a doctor who's in an OR who is not medically screened. And these people, my mother, they are thinking that they are getting these medically screened donors and they are being responsible. And that is not the case. So there's also an element of it being incredibly negligent.